Good afternoon, Wayzata, Orono, and Long Lake. I'm Sun Sailor Community Editor Jared Huzengay. Today is Thursday, February 5th, and this is what's going on in your area today. Minnetonka-based Snyder's has announced that it is downsizing to improve competitiveness amid the current challenging economic environment for retail stores. To accomplish that objective, Snyder's will close or sell 19 of its 47 stores later this month. Surviving this round of cuts are both the Long Lake store, located at 1865 Wayzata Blvd, and the Orono store, located at 2380 Shadywood Road. Some stores in the Sun Sailor coverage area, however, were not as fortunate. The Hopkins store, located at 15 Ninth Avenue South, and the Minnetonka store, located at 14625 Excelsior Avenue, are among those that will be shut down. Snyder's president Dave Schwartz said in a press release that the company regrets the effect the closing will have on its customers and employees, but said that in the current economy the decision is necessary and prudent. Going forward, we will be smaller but stronger and will continue our commitment to customers, employees, and communities that has defined our role since 1928, Schwartz said in the release. Our strategy is to put pharmacies and personalized service first. Colleen Bracey, Director of Human Relations for Snyder's, said the company is doing everything possible in the way of severance packages, dislocated worker programs, and working with the unions for bumping rights of those employees affected by the closures. Prior to Tuesday night's Long Lake City Council meeting, the council held a work session to talk with Interim City Administrator and Finance Director Terry Post to see what the future of the position might be. Post said today that a big part of the session was to gauge his interest in removing the interim tag and becoming the city's permanent administrator. While wearing both caps has been challenging, he said, he definitely has an interest in becoming the city's permanent administrator. Post called the session the beginning of a process that could make that happen. For the next council work session, Post has been given the task of creating a modified job description that will essentially combine the city administrator and finance director positions. Post began serving as the city's interim administrator in October after Steve Stamer left the city for a position in Rogers. Hennepin County has already lost millions in cutbacks implemented by the state. Another $30 million hit is anticipated, according to Hennepin County Commission Chair Mike Opat, who has been our guest this week.
I think our revenue at best will be flat there. It might go up a couple percent. I don't see us as being willing to. One, I think commercial industrial is going to take a hit, so I think that same 1% increase in residential for pay 2010 is probably going to look like more than that, and that's going to make it real tough for us to consider any kind of significant property tax increase for 2010. On the state and federal side, on the state side, clearly the $5.3 billion budget is, some of that is going to be visited on us. Right now we hear it's on the it's to county program aid, which is just a general aid that we get. We get some $30 million a year for that. That's going to be cut at least 15%, if not more. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with that. We distribute that amongst departments based on judgment and where we need it at the time. And it's not mandated to any one department. A lot of our state aids are mandated to departments. Corrections aid, some of the other ones, some of the human services grants and aids go to specific purposes. Those we don't know exactly how much of a hit we're going to take. And then another big one is for state shortfalls is going to be the state assistance to the Hennepin County Medical Center, our public teaching hospital. So the governor's unallotment already has resulted in some $11 million cut over there, and so we're going to have to figure out what we do if the cuts continue, and we think they are going to continue.
You can read a full account this week of Opat's interview in most printed editions of Sun newspapers published in Hennepin County. And now for the weatherunderground.com forecast. For the rest of Thursday, expect it to be mostly sunny with highs around 30. It should remain clear tonight with overnight lows around 15. For Friday, it will be mostly sunny in the morning with chances of clouds rolling in the afternoon. High temps will be around 40 above. For Wayzata Today and mnsun.com, I'm Jared Huzengay, and I'll see you tomorrow.